Hello people, welcome back to my channel. This is Urbanized Media. If you are new to my channel, just subscribe and turn on the bell notification so that anytime I post a new video you get notified. So today we have a guest in the house. She's a pharmacist. She has done a whole lot, and today she has come to tell us so many things and about a program that she has at hand. Before we go on, let's introduce her. Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, sir.
So can you tell us your name?
Thank you very much. My name is pharmacist Chibuama Ilechuku.
Okay.
And I have over 10 years clinical experience working in the community pharmacy practice and in a hospital, working in so many aspects of pharmacy and patient care. And I'm also the founder of Hypertension Africa, which is one of the foremost health coaching companies in Africa that sees to people struggling with high blood pressure and are trying to control their blood pressure better, maybe who are going through some complications or finding it difficult to really achieve good control of their numbers. So we help them to be able to achieve and maintain very good numbers without adverse effects or complications, and to completely reverse the high blood pressure over time. So nice to be here with you today.
You really have a wonderful program at hand, but we would like to know more about this Hypertension Africa, how you run it, how people get to reach out to you, and so many things about. Just tell us more. Do you have the platforms you have for Hypertension Africa and all that?
Okay, thank you very much. Before I also go ahead to tell you, many of the platforms and things that we offer, right? So I know some people might be wondering, why is a pharmacist helping people? Helping people instead of telling them to take more, keep taking your drugs and all that. The truth is, this all started as my own personal experience with my father, who developed arthritis just by virtue of growing older. He developed arthritis affecting his knees. He started having trouble walking, but because of the kind of pain he was on, this pain in the joints also now became, it spread across to his waist, his lower back and all that. And at some point he developed hypertension due to this, right? And then he developed like 4 different things at the same time. And this was while he was still taking his drugs, taking pain medications. So it got so bad until his surgeon, orthopedic surgeon, looked him in the eye and said, "We can't help you anymore. We recommend that you get a surgery, but even with that, it's a 50-50 chance of you getting better and being able to walk around." Now, if you ever hear something like that from your doctor, that sounds like almost the end of the road, because even the surgery was just a 50-50 chance of him getting
it's either you get better
or you get worse. And so imagine going through all that pain, surgery, 6 weeks or 12 weeks recovery, and yet you don't get better. That was what drove him to look for something more, something else. Like, okay, let's find there a way to naturally still save him. It took him over 2 years to be able to naturally, to get results. But do you know the good news today is that he's above 70, and all those symptoms, he has completely reversed them.
Wow. Just by taking the natural.
That's exactly what I'm telling you. That surgery, he never had it.
Had it. Wow.
Today, then he couldn't walk for up to 5 minutes. But now he walks around, no pain. He can lift at least some things, right? As a 70-year-old man. The hypertension he started taking drugs for, he no longer takes the drugs. But when he goes for his checkup, his BP is still okay. So imagine that the high cholesterol he developed at the time, it's also cleared completely. So that was my own experience. That was our own experience. In fact, even my master's research, I was trying to research on Nigerian plants that could also help him with the pain. That's to tell you how bad it was. But the truth is, now during the course of my practice, I now realize that so many people actually in the same problems. Very similar problems. Some people with complications for years, they're taking BP drugs, and it looks like the thing is getting worse. They're needing more drugs over and over again. And so it's like no way out. Their quality of life is decreased. And then I started sharing my story. I now documented what all those things my dad did to get well. By the time we started sharing it with them, these people also started getting better.
Do you have a book?
I have a book.
How can people get to purchase the book?
The book is available on Amazon.
On Amazon?
Yes, it's available on Amazon. All the hard copy print is completely sold out. So now it's only available on Amazon.
What's the name of the book?
Hypertension.
Hypertension.
How to safely reverse high blood pressure without medications.
Okay.
It's on Amazon. Maybe I'll send you the link so you can put in the description of the
box.
video.
Okay.
Yes, you can get the book. So we've documented this in a book. But even a book, some people would read the book and be like, they might not implement. So we went ahead to now create coaching programs. So coaching program means we work with you every step of the way to make sure that you get your life back. And every step of the way to reverse. What we do is reversal. We're not just doing take this and it will lower your blood pressure in 5 minutes and then tomorrow your BP is back to where it was. What we do is for you to completely reverse it. A year later, your BP is still so good that you're not on any medications, your BP is less than 120/80. You go and see your doctor. Your doctor says you are doing well. Continue what you're doing. We have so many clients that have used the same process to get well, and their doctors give them a go ahead. Some of them, their doctors have warned them never get pregnant. But when they go back with the kind of readings they get following our programs, the doctor says, wow, you can actually take it now. So that's really what we do. So answering your question about what programs we have, I think we've already talked about it.
Yeah.
We have a book. We have courses, online courses that you can take on your own. So if your own is not very severe in quotes, like if maybe you just developed the hypertension, maybe just 1 year ago, your BP, maybe you're just on one drug, or you have not even started any medications because you want to really reverse it. We have a course to help you with that, do it yourself BP crushing program. But if your own is maybe long, it's been there for years, 10 years, 7 years, and you'll have a lot of side effects, we work with you for 3 full months, actually 14 weeks, till you get your life back, till you drop all your medicines, till you drop all those adverse effects, poor libido, poor sleep, pains, chest pains, palpitations, constant headaches, fear, panic attacks, anxiety, all those things completely gone.
So, but some people will be asking, what causes hypertension? What are the things that can cause hypertension? Can you just tell us like 1 or 2 things? Okay,
so that's a good question. I'll tell you what all scientists all over the world say: the actual cause of high BP is not known.
Not known.
The actual, what would you say that this is the thing that just pushes the button and then you find out that your BP is not known. But we know so many factors that make it easier for someone to develop it. Okay, so I'm just going to mention about 5 of them. For instance, if you're overweight or obese, really big, it's a factor. If you live a sedentary lifestyle, meaning you don't do any exercise, from house to car to office to
hopping from one car to taxis and that, no exercise
at all, it increases your risk. If you eat a high cholesterol diet, you always like fried foods, everything fried, a lot of fat, it also increases your risk. Of course, there's family risk. So if it's in your family, maybe your mom has had it, your dad have had it, maybe that increases your risk. For some women, pregnancy induces it as well. So, but these are risk factors. Now, that does not mean that a slim person may not have it. He can have other risk factors. In fact, we call it triggers. Sometimes even stress, of course, stress levels, high stress levels, also they are triggers for this hypertension. So all these factors, the more of these factors you have, the more the chance of you developing it. But there is something about high BP too. It is silent. So someone can have it. They won't even know they have it.
So at what point do they get to know, or will it start disturbing them?
Some people, it will not even disturb them. That's why high BP continues to kill. Do you know that high BP is the #1 killer disease all over the world? It kills more than COVID. It kills more than even accidents.
Seriously?
Yes.
And nobody knows about it.
People know. It is known, but it's just that there is not enough media coverage about it.
The awareness
is not there. That is why we at Hypertension Africa, we do a lot of free programs, videos, trying to tell people, check your blood pressure. check. So for you to know whether you have it, you must check. It is when it is measured, the cuff is wrapped around your arm and they measure. It is the reading that we get that tells us if we have it. So that's why it's advisable, as far as you're above 30, check your blood pressure to know if you have it.
Okay, high BP affects those that are above 30 more than?
No, it's not that. Yeah, higher risk. Not that even these days, we're currently working with a 28-year-old who has it and has been on 2 drugs. She developed it during pregnancy. So 29-year-olds, but at least everybody, at least 30 years old, just go and check. So everybody should check their blood pressure to know. During one of our last Fight Hypertension challenges, one woman, she even registered for her mom. She wanted to get information for her mom. And we kept stressing, check. Do you know that when this woman, and she was feeling normal, no headache, nothing. She went to check and then she found her BP was 200/110 millimeters of mercury. Which means
dangerous.
Very dangerous. She could have dropped dead and nobody would
even know what killed her.
You won't know. You'll say it's our village people. You cover a lot of all these events and burials, and when you may go for a burial and they'll tell you village people. That's
the mentality.
That is the mentality. These village people, they've succeeded. They've succeeded. Meanwhile, it was the BP.
Oh wow.
I was on radio in this Navy last month, and we talked, we had this conversations over the radio.
So I think you need to be coming on the media more often, to be creating the awareness, because I think this news has to be circulated. And I think you're also on YouTube, so you guys should go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. What's your YouTube name?
Hypertension
Africa TV.
Yes.
Okay, you guys should go and check out her videos. They are very educative. You will learn a lot from all her videos. So you're also on Facebook.
Yes.
What's the Facebook page?
Facebook community.
Just tell us.
Hypertension Africa community. That's our free Facebook community. Everybody should actually be there. You learn a lot every day. There's something new, tips, health tips to improve your life. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter. We're new on Twitter, but Hypertension Africa at Hypertension Africa AF2. But once you type Hypertension Africa, you'll see our account. Then on our website. Yes, www.hypertensionafrica.com. You get to see more about what we offer, our courses, and how to even, if you feel like, oh, I need this, I need to have a conversation, I need to, one-on-one, you can book a free call, free strategy session on our website as well. We're leveraging on technology to improve your health. Everything is online now. Everything is technology. Gone are the days where even to see a doctor, you have to go into the hospital. These days, you don't necessarily have to do that, at least not for everything. So also, using your phone or any internet-enabled device, you can access trainings or courses that can improve your life, specifically your blood pressure control and every other aspect of your life, because BP problems affects all other aspects of your life, really, the quality of your life. So we at Hypertension Africa, we leverage on technology to improve your health, specifically to improve your blood pressure control and every other aspect of your life that high BP may have affected. So basically what that means is, as long as your device is internet enabled, you'll be able to access our training videos, our courses. We have online courses, do-it-yourself BP crushing program, which you can take on your own and then just implement. And then we have coaching programs. That one, you also have the course, you have meetings. We have real-time meetings every week on that one. And that's really how we're leveraging on technology to improve health. We even host clarity sessions with people, and you don't have to walk into our office. It's remote, completely remote, but you're able to improve your health right where you are, even without leaving your house. We're able to monitor as well. We monitor your progress, to see your readings, see the progression, how your numbers are resolving.
Online.
Wow.
Yes,
weekly we have the We have daily check-in sheets. Those ones, track sheets we send to you. You can use those ones. But we have weekly. We also monitor your progress weekly, and then review for you online. So, like for instance, so we are based in Southeast, South, right? But we've had clients from all over the world.
About the world.
Yes.
That's the importance of tech. That's the advantage of using tech. So
Exactly. We had so many clients from Lagos, from Abuja, from Kaduna, from Onitsha, from Australia, Mozambique. We have someone currently South Africa. We've had South Africa as well. We've had the US. We've had the UK as well, who have just connected into our programs simply online.
okay.
Yes.
So people, you have heard it all. You can be wherever you are all over the world and still access their services. So do people have an app that people can maybe download from Google Play Store and use to access your services?
Thank you very much for that question. We are working towards developing an app that will really be able to help people. It's one of our goals. Before the end of this year, 2022, we should be able to have our app for people to use as well.
Okay, thank you for having you today.
Thank you too. Thank you so much for having us.